Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Running on Empty Food Review, and I am your host, the Report of the Week. So a very happy day to you. We're just gonna assume that it's the daytime because it's a very bright, kind of midday type of lighting outside. It's high noon, and we'll just pretend it's daytime for everyone watching. So happy day to all of you. We are back at Burger King. I know I haven't tried out Burger King in a while, but they do have a new release that's kind of been requested to me. I was checking the comments and people were saying, yeah, can you give this this item from Burger King a shot? I thought, all right, I'll give it a try, and we'll just see what happens. So they released the Bacon Cheesy Tots. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, the Cheesy Tots. That rings a little bit of a bell. Did you ever review the Cheesy Tots or variants thereof in the past? And I did. And to be quite honest, they were terrible. They were actually, in all fairness, probably one of the worst things I ever ate at Burger King. But you know what? I'll just, that isn't relevant. That isn't germane to what it is that we're trying to get to today. Those are the Cheesy Tots. We're trying out the Bacon Cheesy Tots. I'm going to just treat this with full impartiality. While the original Cheesy Tots were disgusting, to put it mildly, these might be great. They might have tweaked the recipe. They might have made a few adjustments here and there. I mean, who's to say? So, we'll just give it a shot. So, the name is pretty much self-explanatory. They are Cheesy Tots with bacon inside. And a Cheesy Tot, like the name also says, it's like a tater tot, a potato tot. It's this little potato ball that's kind of, breaded, fried, and inside is just this little blend of melted cheese, and now there's little tiny bits of bacon in there as well, hence Bacon Cheesy Tots. So the price for these is around $2.20 or so. 8 pieces of these per order. They're more of like a snack than a full-blown meal, but it's just one of those kind of gimmicky type of things that Burger King will come out with every now and then. And as they described on the website, you asked for bacon, we got you bacon. So I imagine all of you were asking for said bacon, so you have now received said bacon. Alright, well, before we get into it, I do want to just give a few shout-outs to some of our donors on the Patreon. I want to just give a shout-out to David, James, Jacob, Lindsay, the Trees Network, and I also want to give a big shout-out to Thomas Forbes. All these individuals, they help support this YouTube channel, this podcast, this radio show on Patreon at patreon.com/The Report of the Week. It is a fun, good community, and we have different tiers there. So, it depends on how much you want to support. There's various benefits and, various perks you can get. But either way, it's a great way to help keep everything going, a great way to really help, upgrade equipment, keep things as going as they are, and that's also a fun way to do that too. So if you're interested in helping things out, make sure you check it out, patreon.com/The Report of the Week. So I just wanted to bring that up and mention it. All right, with that said, let's see these Bacon Cheesy Tots. All right, well, this is I don't know if this is the custom-made Cheesy Tots box, but either way, this is what it says right there. There it is in the sun. It's kind of like it's just in a black void because of the focus right there. What does it even say? Full of flavor Burger King are. Right? That's what it says. So there's the triple flavor box. More delicious than delicious equals delicious, yes, Sue. Right there. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, if that's some sort of coded message or what. But you can see I'm not even messing you around this time. That's just what it says. And there they are. Did we get the full 8? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we did get 8 of these. There I am with them. There we go. And there they are, kind of in the little rows, right there in the sunlight. Cheesy Tots. Bacon Cheesy Tots. And we'll just try them out. We'll see how good they are. Up close and personal view of a bacon Cheesy Tot right there. Alright, we'll see how good they are. Bacon Cheesy Tots from Burger King going in. Ooh, these things are really hot. I'll tell you, I'm going to have another one, but I'll tell you one thing that kind of confuses me a little. You asked for bacon. We got you bacon. I have a feeling that that's just like a sick, cruel joke on the part of Burger King's management. Now, I'll be honest, as I was watching around, I did see one other review for these, and it's the same problem that I have. I will say this right now, I am thoroughly disappointed in these. Not even because of the taste. The last time I tried these, I was disgusted at how bad they tasted. If there's one thing they actually managed to improve, it was actually the taste. They actually have finally this nice crispiness to it. They have this crunch. You know, they taste pretty good overall. Have a good blend of that cheesiness and the potato. You know, for a standard cheesy tot, they did a good job. You know? So you might be saying, well, if it doesn't really taste bad, why are you disappointed? Well, if they just called these the revitalized, the redone Cheesy Tots, I'd say, wow, they were spot on. They did a great job. They call these the Bacon Cheesy Tots, and they call them that for a reason. Not just to kind of mess with you and say, we're just going to call it Bacon Cheesy Tots. No, because there's supposed to be bacon in them. I think I saw one tiny little piece of bacon, like a tiny little shred of bacon in one of those Cheesy Tots. The one that I ate after that had none in it whatsoever. Now you might say, well, what do you expect? It's Burger King. Well, you know, but you look at their website. You look at what is being advertised, what's even on the posters there at the store behind me, and you will see they make it look like there's at least probably 12 little pieces of bacon bits, in each Cheesy Tot. There were 0 in the one that I ate, and I think there was 1 single piece of bacon in that last one. They didn't say these were bacon-flavored Cheesy Tots. These were bacon Cheesy Tots with, you know, bacon bits. It's self-explanatory. Simply put, it is not what it is advertised to be. There is almost no bacon in it whatsoever, and as a result, I'm thoroughly disappointed because I got something that, you know, they promised me it would have the bacon in it, and it's very clear. It's not like I got the wrong thing. I saw there was that one piece of bacon in it. I just know that I got the right thing, and they just did a terrible job with it, unfortunately. And that's the most disappointing thing of it all. I'm going to take one more bite of this just so you can get a cross-section. Sometimes the lighting will mess it up, but, well, what I'll do is you can kind of see right there, those 2 little blobs, you know? That's the bacon. In this whole thing, that's the bacon. These two tiny, minuscule, microscopic pieces. I mean, right there, that tiny little piece. That's how big the bacon is that you're getting in these, and that is extremely disappointing. Beyond disappointing, to be quite honest. It's $2 completely wasted, because even though it might taste alright, I was looking forward to getting to having that bacon flavor in there. You can't taste it at all. Extremely disappointing. I'm giving this a 2 out of 10. Extremely, extremely disappointing. The only reason that it isn't lower is because it tastes alright for what it is, but again, I was promised something and they did an absolutely horrendous job in execution. Probably one of the worst I've seen anyway. Because sometimes you'll get a burger, but at least, it's got the beef and all of that, and just the ingredients don't taste good. This, they give you the absolute tiniest amount of ingredients possible, and that's extremely disappointing. So that's why it has the rating that it has, and that's all that I have for you. So bear that in mind. Maybe if you just kind of want to get the revamped Cheesy Tots without any bacon, because you won't get any, then maybe check these out. But if you're hoping for that bacon in every bite, you're really going to be let down, and I'm just telling you that right now. On a final note, of course, with every Thursday, make sure you check out my new podcast. I'm making a few upgrades, changing a few things around, but make sure you check it out. You can find it at youtube.com/VORW podcast. You could also find it at soundcloud.com/VORW, or on iTunes and Spotify by searching VORW. With that, thank you, take care, and hopefully whatever review we do next, we'll get something a little better. That's all, and take care.